This summer, we had one rule: no textbooks. Instead, find a problem and build something to solve it. Simple. Somehow, in the middle of all of that noise, came a fire alarm that actually worked, a smart stick for the visually impaired, a moisture sensor for your plants, an obstacle avoiding car, and many more. Honestly, we're still not sure how they pulled it off, but it was scrappy and it was brilliant. And it looked a whole lot like summer. Okay, what's the name of your team again?
The Explorers.
Okay, welcome the Explorers. Who am I interviewing today?
Ivana.
Okay, Ivana, tell us, what problem are you solving with your product?
We're solving people who go to work, or people who are really lazy and forget to water their plants often. So machine waters the system even if you forget. So without you knowing, it waters your system if the plant is dried.
And does anyone want to explain how it works?
So it basically waters the plants. So we put a sensor into the plant, onto the soil, and if there's less moisture, then it will start watering the plant automatically. If there's enough water, it will just stay there, not watering the plant.
Okay, great. Now, who wants to explain the circuit?
We've put a pipe and the motor we've put in water, so that when the sensor detects moisture, when it detects moisture, it doesn't send water. But when there is no moisture in the soil, it sends water automatically into the plant so that the plant gets watered.
And what was the hardest part of doing this?
So the hardest part of doing this was first we had an idea of making a light and an alarm, but then we changed it to only the water sensor. So then it was very hard to do it because of the painting and all the group discussions that we disagreed to, and sometimes also because of these holes the batteries couldn't fit, and even the sensors and the motors couldn't fit.
And what was the best part about it?
The best part was the painting and how much fun we had with our progress. Now the most fun part is for me making the presentation and slides.
Okay, very good. And what do you want to say about your team?
It was very fun working with my team because it was fun.
Because it was fun. It was fun working because it was fun. And it went well. True. Okay, good. So what problem are you guys solving? Who's going to answer that?
So what happens if there's a fire in your house and you just don't know about it? We need to find out. This is our problem. We need to make something that can detect a fire and tell you what happens with it.
And how are you guys solving it?
So we are solving it by creating our very own fire alarm that has heat detection features, an LED light to help us see through the smoke, and a really loud buzzer to alert everyone that there is a fire.
Do you want to explain how you guys made the product? Okay.
So this product consists of a lot of electronic components, as you can see. So we've used an Arduino Uno to make this, and I'm not going to get into the details of the wiring and stuff, but mainly explain that there's a battery, there's a heat detection sensor, a buzzer, and an LED light connected. So if I light a fire anywhere near this box, it will detect and the LED light will turn on as well as the buzzer.
Okay, let's do a demo. Okay, let's see it.
You just need to connect the battery so that it has power.
And what was the best part about working in this team?
I guess the best part was definitely the friends I got to make. I knew one of the team members, but I didn't know the other two. And that was a really great experience to know more about them and become friends with them. So yeah, and the fire alarm works, as you can see.
So this is the sensor, and if there's a fire down it, it detects it. As you
From a distance.
It works from a distance?
Yeah, like this as well.
And what was the hardest part about doing this?
Definitely, I would say one of the hardest parts was putting it in the box, like she said. But also, the wiring was also kind of confusing. So a lot of us got confused and we had to redo a lot of stuff. So.
Okay. Would you guys like to do this in school?
Yeah, that would be a really good activity in school because it's really hands-on and engaging.
Okay, awesome. At first glance, just another bin. But get closer and no hands needed. Because let's be honest, touching the bin, not fun. So the makers got a sensor, a few wires, some logic, and now just wave your hand and the lid lifts itself. No mess, no fuss. Just one smart upgrade. They didn't reinvent the bin, they made it smarter. This one is special. A walking stick that buzzes every time it senses something nearby. It all started when our little makers noticed a visually impaired neighbor walking slowly, taking tiny, cautious steps. So they thought, what if the stick could do the looking for them? One sensor, a few wires, and a simple vibration system later, they had a prototype. A stick that quietly alerts you when something's in your path. A small invention with a very big heart and a big use case. At Anandi, learning doesn't start with turn to page number 32. It starts with what if? And sometimes that thought turns into a working prototype. If you love these little prototypes from our little makers, like, share and subscribe. And come see what happens when you give these kids the tools and just let them think free.